hello.
Hi, Julia. How are you?
Oh, you just asked how I was. That's nice. I'm very well, Nick. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
No, how are you? I'm fine. No,
A little
good.
bit warm.
Stop. We're flirting now. It's awkward. No, seriously. Nick, first concert you ever went to?
It was the Big M Budget Bash at Festival Hall, and it was the Uncanny X-Men.
Look at that. I don't know if they're clapping for Brian Mannix or Big M. Who did you go with, Nick?
A couple of schoolmates, Damo and Sal.
Oh, Damo and Sal.
Yeah.
Are you still friends with Damo and Sal?
Still
That's
see them
lovely.
every week.
So, wow. Do you still go to concerts together?
Yes, we do.
What was the last one you went to?
We saw Tim Rogers doing the Rolling Stones 40-year Kooyong anniversary gig.
And
at the
how
corner.
amazing was that?
It was awesome.
Awesome, absolutely. Well, welcome to the program, Nick.
Thanks, Julia.
Hello, Eddie.
Hello, Julia. How are you?
I'm very well. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
Oh, great. Eddie, first concert for you?
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was Melbourne Town Hall, 1971. It was Company Cane and it was headlined by Doug Parkinson in Focus.
Oh.
So it was a long time ago.
Oh, come on. You're only 35, surely.
If only.
Who did you go with?
Oh, I went with my girlfriend at the time and a couple of friends.
Couple of friends?
Yeah. Stephen and Andrea.
Stephen and Andrea. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Yeah, it was a long
Well done.
time ago now.
Yeah. Hello, Greg.
Julia, how are you?
Oh, God, they're all lovely tonight. It's got to be said. Now, Greg, first concert for you.
The Dire Straits Brothers in Arms tour.
Did you see how he kind of mumbled that a little bit? There's no need to be ashamed.
It was a long time ago.
Who did you go with?
School friends, yeah. Brendan and Paul, yeah.
You don't see them anymore, though, do
Not
you?
really,
Yeah,
no.
not much like Nick. Now, look, I love a strange spelling of a name. Please welcome Jeff.
Hello.
Look at Jeff.
Hi, Julia.
D-J-E-F.
Like the Djembe and Django.
Django.
Stuff.
Perché? Why?
Just to be different.
Just be different.
Just to be different.
Why not?
Why not?
I could be D-J-U-L-I-A, Julia. Couldn't I?
Julia.
Julia. I could, but I'm not going to. Jeff, first concert.
My first concert was Little River Band with Glenn Fry, supported by 1927.
Oh, that's a trifecta. Isn't it 1927?
It was good.
Oh, gee. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Julia.
You know, I'd love to keep chatting on and on, but I don't want to get chatted out before we get chatty with our first special guests. Who can it be now? I'm a singer-songwriter and guitarist born in the city that Dennis Walter, Barry Crocker and Polly Farmer made famous. I'm known by just one name. In the early 90s, I formed the Deer Bubbles and the Jim Jims with the late Dean Turner. We evolved into the earthy, enchanting band that debuted with the Friends in Danger album in 1996. We're one of Australia's most loved rocking outfits. My first solo album came out in 2011 to rave reviews. Magic Dirt, yes.
Could it be Adalita?
Ladies and gentlemen, a member of the extended RocKwiz family, please welcome the gorgeous Adalita.
I want your letter. I want your letter. Won't you put it down? Put it down on me. Oh, it's no waste of a lover's embrace. And even if you're missing, you'll always be guessing. But I know if I let you, even with the best of intentions, we all know how these things go. I want your letter. I want your letter. Won't you put it down on me? I'm on the other side of desire. I'm sleeping in your fire. lot of shame, there's a lot of grace. There's a lot of time, there's a lot of space to watch you slip away. Oh, but I know if I let you, even with the best of intentions, we all know how these things go. I want your love. I want your love. Don't you put it down on me. I want your love. I want your love. Don't you put it down on me. I need your love. I need your love. Won't you put it down on me.
That's what I'm talking about. The lovely Adalita. Words cannot express how much we love Adalita at the RocKwiz. We went on tour together when we did our big tour around Australia. You were one of our main guests. What fun we had.
Oh, it was so insane fun.
Insane
it was
fun.
great, yeah.
And we discovered that we both like to sit at the front of the bus, didn't we?
Yeah, I get car sick.
I know, we get car sick, we get bus sick, and we had to sit up the front like two children.
Yeah.
Didn't we? But
yeah,
it was fun.
We were pretty cute.
Now, Magic Dirt on a bit of a break?
Yes.
Yes, and you've been out there solo.
Yes.
How's that been?
Really good. Yeah, I'm just about to record my new record. Yeah.
By yourself?
In a couple of weeks. Well, yeah. Well, it's going to be a bit different. So,
Is it?
Yeah, a bit of a band vibe. So,
Guests?
yeah.
Wow, all right.
I'm really, really excited because the people I've got coming in, they're awesome. So,
Wow.
yeah.
The solo album got very good reviews as well.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. Yeah,
Oh, there
it
you
was
go.
great. Yeah.
All right, now, first concert for you.
It was in Geelong, my hometown, a railway station. The back of it, I went and saw Pseudo Echo. Yay! But it was so exciting. It was like, yes, it was really great. So, yeah.
Were they on the platform?
They were on the platform, so an abandoned platform outside of the station. Yeah, they set up there and there was like masses of kids and we were just, yeah.
It's like the 70s.
Yeah.
Except it was probably only the 80s.
It was early 80s, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, your first full team for tonight. £10 points for Eddie for deducing the identity of Adalita. Well done. But there's no time for laurel resting. Our second special guest artiste is hovering in the wings. Who can it be now? I'm the son of a dentist from Amherst, Massachusetts, who was ranked 5th in Spin magazine's list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time. I'm best known as the singer, guitarist and songwriter of a prehistoric beast of a band, described as a primary influence in the grunge movement. Yes, Greg?
J Mascis.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Dinosaur Jr., J.
Every morning came without a light that you could hide in. We expect the same, but I know ones who can find it. And I want you to be weathered. Anytime there's no forgiveness. The plan was set in stone long ago. There's never not a time now to show. You're not wrong, but you'll be there. Just a disappear. It's never fair, it's like a stare. When I call to say hello, every action going slow. Can I whisper all alone? Can I find it far from home? There's a time to make you move. All at once, the time to prove. Every morning came without a light that you could hide in. We expect the same, but I know one to confide in. And I want you to be with us. Anytime there's no forgiveness. The plan was set in stone long ago. There's never not a time not to know. I run, but you'll be there. Disappear, it's never fair. It's like a stare. When I call to say hello, every action going slow. Can I whisper all alone? Can I find it far from home? There's a time to make you move. All the bones, the time to watch the corner, watch me, 'cause I know what you've done. Hey me, don't you know it? Watch me, 'cause I know you're the one. Hey me, watch the corner, watch me, 'cause I know what you've done. Hey me, don't you know it? Watch me, 'cause I know you.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up, churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank, fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns, their prowess is potent and secretly stern. Right on the corner, it's going the distance, it's going for speed. Who's gonna win the yellow?
There it is, up to there.
The new Disability Care Australia
means I can look forward to lifelong support for Michael.
To working with a personal planner now that I have MS.
To getting a new wheelchair.
This new scheme will give people like me
And families like ours
the support we haven't had before.
Disability Care Australia is being introduced progressively in various locations from the 1st of July. To find out more, visit australia.gov.au or call 1800 800 110.
Disability Care Australia.
Making one big difference for lots of lives.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
When you're really committed to doing something right, well, eventually you can.
Well done.
And it's nice when people notice.
Well done.
Can your bank help you reach your goals? Money Magazine's Bank of the Year can.
This year, SBS is proud to go the distance with Skoda, QBE, Swiss, and Colonial First State as our broadcast partners for the 2013 Tour de France.
Jay.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Hey, Jay, you, with Dinosaur Jr., have been to Australia many times.
Right.
What perceived differences do you see between here and where you live? What strikes you?
Nothing much. This is like a slightly improved version of America, I'd say.
That's nice, but honestly, to be number 5 in Spin Magazine's list of 100 greatest guitarists, what does that mean, really, in your world?
I guess it's an honor, but, you know, any list that doesn't have Hendrix as number 1 is kind of suspect.
Right. I don't think we've spelt this correctly, have we, Jay?
No.
No. Would you maybe like to just rip that up in the way you'd like?
Thanks.
Thank you. Great. Very good. Excellent. Jay, of course, is for Joseph. Shall I call you Jay or Joseph this evening, do you think?
No one's ever called me Joseph. Because that was my dad's name, so I was always Jay.
I think I'll just stick to that. Now, Jay, we hardly got through because you were guessed so quickly. Played guitar and drums with Deep Wound, Upside Down, Cross and The Fog. Collaborated with Thurston Moore. Now, been asked to join Nirvana not once but twice. Thoughts on that? Why did you say no?
I guess, I'm not sure.
Were you busy? Were you like, oh, no, Nirvana, really? I'm just got stuff on and I just can't, not that as well as, can you, maybe next time. So then they call you again and you go, oh, no, this time dry cleaning. I've got so much to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a crazy world to enter, though, wouldn't it? Because by that stage, they were going through the roof.
No, not when he asked me. They hadn't recorded Nevermind yet. Or
oh, right. So you could have gone in the front end.
Right.
And didn't. All right. Well, you're probably busy with your own music.
I guess that's what I thought.
I must say, I first fell in love with you, if I may say that, on the Grace of My Heart soundtrack. And I don't know if you've seen Grace of My Heart. It's a fabulous film about the Brill Building, sort of loosely based on songwriters and a Carole King-type character. And they got some amazing people like Joni Mitchell and Burt Bacharach to write songs in the style of these different musicians. And they got Jay in. What's the sort of music they asked you to do for it?
I was writing for Matt Dillon, who was kind of the Brian Wilson character who was going out with the Carole King character.
That's right. Did you enjoy doing that? They're great songs. They're 2 great songs.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, I got to indulge every whim, like hiring all these studio, you know, theremin player, all these crazy studio musicians, and it was pretty fun.
You've also got a guitar named after you. Did they call you and ask you if they could name a guitar after you, or did you volunteer it?
I think it was just one guy that worked at Fender kind of pushed it through at the time. And now I've got a Squier guitar, which is even cheaper, which I'm excited about.
He's cheeky. What was the first concert you ever went to, Jay?
I saw Ian Hunter and Mick Ronson, and they were opening for Jay Giles, but I wanted to see Ian Hunter because I was a big Mott the Hoople fan. I was 13.
And what about the first bit of music you ever bought?
I think I bought Beach Boys, actually. 15 Big Ones, not their best record, but...
But a little bit of homework, obviously, for doing the Grace of My Heart soundtrack many years later.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay is our second captain for this evening. And so we head down the slippery ski slope of our first round. The rewards are handsome for those who stay the course, but trouble awaits those who go off piste. Piste, it's a ski term, thank you. And tonight's questions are guaranteed 100% freshly squeezed, except the question about Scottish band Orange Juice, which has been sitting around since 2009 at the back of the fridge. Here we go. Let's loosen up with some guitar heroes. Name the bands we associate with these guitarists. Angus Young. Yes?
AC/DC.
Correct. Kelly Deal.
The Breeders.
Thank you, Eddie. Correct. Josh Yes, sir.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of the Stone Age is correct. Nancy Wilson.
Heart.
Heart, Barracuda. Correct. Ron Ashton.
Stooges.
Gee, you're fast on the buzzer. Slow on the chat, fast on the buzzer. He's letting technology do the talking, and I like that. Let's get literate. Which artists are the subjects of these music biographies? Waging Heavy Peace. Yes.
Neil Young.
Yes, Eddie. I'm Your Man.
Leonard Cohen.
Correct, of course. Who I Am. Yes.
Pete Townsend.
Yes. Just Kids. You.
Patti Smith.
Yes, correct. Morrissey, the autobiography. Yes.
Morrissey.
Genius, correct. Would you write a book, Jay? A book perhaps on your reflections of life or...
Yeah, sure. Maybe a travel guide or something.
A travel guide. Fantastic. About what exactly?
Maybe Finland.
Would you do the kind of travel log, little tips for people as they go along, or...?
Oh, yeah, the whole thing, you know, where to eat, where to, you know, stops along the road and...
Yeah, correct, very good. Now, we've lost a contestant.
We have lost a contestant, Julia.
I can only make Jay talk so long in his absence.
Well, Jeff, I think he just had a little look at Dougal, signalled him.
Yep.
They whispered.
Yep.
There was a little bit of gesturing, which I think involved a man standing against a wall. I think he's gone for a toilet break.
Oh, really?
Or he might have gone to faint.
Oh, he might have gone... That's a first.
I think it's a first.
I think we should give him a big round of applause when he comes back.
We could all hide.
Thank you very much.
Oh, welcome back. I thought you were going to faint, but you're fine.
Well, it is damn hot in here. I keep drinking water and I had to go somewhere.
Oh, did it, darling? Great. OK, good.
We did get some travel tips from Finland,
Yeah,
Jeff.
luckily. But back to the questions. Are you back with us, Jeff? Good. Which Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Harper Lee inspired the band named the Boo Radleys?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Thank you, Greg. Correct. Name the Scottish post-punk band performed by Edwin Collins and his schoolmate Alan Duncan.
Orange Juice.
Orange Juice is correct. Which UK band entered the Guinness Book of Records in 1988 as the all-female group with the most chart entries in history? Yes.
Bananarama.
Bananarama is correct. Round of applause. Very nice. Very good. Name the Irish band formed in Limerick with the original name The Cranberry Saurus.
The Cranberries.
Genius right there. Correct, Jeff. Other bands named in honour of fruits and vegetables would be Moby.
Grape.
Grape is correct. The Electric.
Prunes.
Keeps you regular. Correct. The Smashing.
Pumpkins.
You and all your friends. Correct. Sweet.
Oh, Sweet Apple. Sweet
Yes,
Apple.
and who's in Sweet Apple, do you think, Jay?
Not me.
Yeah, you are. It's a little side project, isn't it?
Very obscure, yes.
Very obscure side, yeah, well, that's right. Which of these are not, I repeat, not, doom metal bands? Acid Bath, Disembowelment, Goblin Cock and the Archies. Yes.
The Archies?
Of course it's the Archies. Don't you want to listen to Goblin Cock, though? Which Beatle was barefoot on the cover of Abbey Road?
Paul McCartney.
Thank you, Greg, correct. Which stone was on the front cover of Goat's Head Soup? Yes.
Was it Mick Jagger?
It was, my darling, correct. Which stone was on the front cover of Get Your Yayas Out?
Charlie Watts.
You're absolutely right, Jay. Do you prefer playing drums or guitar?
Drums.
Correct. And finally, people, once again, can I just remind you, there ain't no cure for the...
Summertime Blues.
Is absolutely right. Dougal to score, my kingdom for a score. The time may be short, but the scoring potential is long. In 33 1/3 seconds to shine. Our teams work together without buzzers to answer rapid-fire questions, and you can say pass if you don't know the answer. We would like to start with Adalita's team. Ready? Who sang these songs? Because the night.
Patti Smith.
Tonight's the night.
I've nearly gone.
One of these nights.
The Eagles.
Who is the lead singer of Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers?
Jonathan Richman.
Who said I Remember You Well at the Chelsea Hotel?
Leonard Cohen.
Who recorded Morrison Hotel?
The Doors.
Who walked like an Egyptian?
Bangles.
Complete the album title. What are rock stars doing
Today.
Achtung.
Baby.
Hi-Fi.
Pass.
16 Lovers.
Lane.
Where is the Palais Theatre?
St Kilda.
St Kilda.
Round of applause. They got them all right bar one. And now, time for Jay's team to dazzle us. Who sang these songs? Tumbling Dice.
Rolling Stones.
Cowgirl in the Sand.
Neil Young.
Roadrunner.
Jonathan Richman, the Modern Lovers.
Who is the lead singer of the Ben Folds Five?
Ben Folds.
Who asked, are you going to be my girl?
Jet.
Who asked, are you old enough?
Dragon.
Are you going to go my way?
Lenny Kravitz.
How many nations in the White Stripes Army?
7.
What sort of fruit did Robert Plant squeeze?
Lemon.
Complete the album title. Physical.
Graffiti.
I bet on.
Sky.
Fun.
House.
Pet.
Sounds.
All correct. There was a synergy here, I felt. There was something magical happening where basically you did most of the work. Well, you ate up points like Pac-Man eats up yellow dots. Dougal, spit out the scores, please.
In the making. All right. Screening over 3 epic weeks. A journey into the private life of the mighty bear.
It's really opened my eyes to what these animals are.
And a rare look at what happens when our lives get too close.
It's okay. It really does come down to that one question. How much wild are people willing to tolerate?
Bears of the Last Frontier. Wednesday at 7:30 on SBS 1.
Donating $20 a month to Médecins Sans Frontières will ensure our medical teams can continue to treat sick and injured people in desperate need of our care. Please call 1-800-885550 because without the money to provide medical assistance, the ability for Médecins Sans Frontières to save lives will stop. By becoming a field partner and donating $20 per month, you can provide vital vaccinations, life-saving equipment, such as surgical kits and portable generators, so doctors aren't left operating in the dark. Just $20 a month can help Médecins Sans Frontières keep operating even under the most challenging of conditions. Please call 1-800-8855-50 now or visit msf.org.au. Thank you.
$1 million riff means it's, well, $1 million riff time, duh. Point your ears towards the RocKwiz Orchestra as they let rip with some righteous riffs, hands on buzzers. Riff number 1.
That's,
You were so excited, Jeff. You spoke before.
love this song.
I love this song too. What was
I even love the Frente version of it. It's Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order.
Oh, we got there. Fantastic. Round of applause. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. Riff number 2. Yes, Nick.
I think that's Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.
By the Floyd is absolutely right. Yep. Riff number 3. Yes, Jay.
Purple Haze.
By
Jimi Hendrix.
You are absolutely correct. Brian and Dougal, what's the damage? Fiction, no falsehoods, just a whole lot of facts. Our special guests kick out the jams and get their yah-yahs out on a favourite topic. A moment for our guests to share with us some of their favourite things. Brian will call time like this. And we will begin with Adalita and her topic, female chart toppers with a specific, interesting, trivial fact. Are you ready, my darling?
I'm ready.
Great.
Thank you.
Your time begins now.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Kate Bush. She had a #1 hit with Wuthering Heights, which was, you know, her homage to the classic Emily Bronte novel of the same name. And incidentally, Kate Bush and Emily Bronte actually share the same birthday. And the other interesting fact is Wuthering Heights may have never seen the light of day because EMI, her label at the time, they wanted to put out a different song off the album, but Kate, who was, 19 or so at the time, said, no, it's got to be Wuthering Heights. So good on you, Kate, for that one. My next female chart topper, Blondie, Call Me, which was a worldwide smash, co-written by Giorgio Moroder and Debbie Harry. But initially, Giorgio Moroder actually was looking to get Stevie Nicks to do the vocal. And then, of course, Carly Simon, You're So Vain. Love that song. #1 worldwide. And there's been, speculation always about who it was about. Mick Jagger, Warren Beatty, she hinted that it was a composite, of a few people. But recently, what Carly did was she wrote the name down of who it was about, stuffed it and sealed it in an envelope. It went on auction and some American businessman bought it for $50,000, but the condition was that he never reveal the name.
and Adalita. Now, come on, how is that person not going to have some kind of party, get a bit drunk and go, well, it's actually, you know, Jack Nicholson?
What happens if he tells?
Yeah.
What happens if he tells?
Exactly.
Lose the money.
Spontaneously combusts. That's what happens. I think it's Warren. I've always thought it was Warren. Yeah, I reckon it's Warren too. Now it's Jay's turn with his special subject, which is my 3 favourite gigs as an audience member. Wonderful. Your time starts now.
All right, I guess these were all when I was like 15, my formative year when I was impressionable. And the first one was Minor Threat. And I took a bus by myself like 3 hours, and luckily the gig was at an art gallery next to the bus station in Boston. And Minor Threat is the band I could really relate to as a kid, so I was really excited to see that, and it was everything I hoped it would be, a lot of slam dancing and craziness, and I was totally psyched. In the same vein, I saw The Bad Brains was a big one for me. I went with a German exchange student who had bought a VW Bug, and Rick Ocasek was there, and skinheads threw snowballs at him. But that was an awesome gig. And then Motorhead I saw, and it was so loud. Nobody was there, but it was just this really loud gig. And I mean, I felt like I could lean back and the volume would hold me up, and it inspired me to, do what I do today, I think.
Worst gig you ever saw?
Yeah.
Maybe David Bowie.
Ooh.
Oh, more controversial. How do you mean?
Whereabouts?
Where is?
In Hartford, Connecticut. I guess because, I went with my friend, and we thought he could sell us ticket and we could buy a pizza and go home, but then they were selling tickets for $3, so we figured we'd just buy one and go in because we couldn't get a pizza for $3. And then I guess I was a big Velvet Underground fan at the time, and he was doing all that, I don't know what with the spider and all that. And he did a Velvet Underground song, I'm Waiting for the Man, which with these, crazy, slick backup singers that really offended me somehow.
What about you, Adalita? Worst gig you've ever seen?
Oh, God.
Or what about best gig? Go on, take that.
I actually just saw My Bloody Valentine recently at the Palace in the city, and it was amazing. It just kept building and building, and it just got better and better, and they did this wall of noise for like 10 minutes, and I just felt my DNA was completely changed when I walked out of there, and my jaw was on the floor. I just loved it so much. It was completely life-changing. It was amazing.
Well, thank you both for going that extra mile. Band? All right, teams, back on the buzzers. You've got a date with the middle 8. It's all in. Here we go. In The Sound of Silence, what old friend did Simon and Garfunkel come to say hello to?
Darkness.
But of course, or Douglas, as he's often confused with. Where were the words of the prophets written?
On the subway walls.
Correct. Who famously covered Simon and Garfunkel's Mrs. Robinson? Yes.
The Lemonheads.
But of course. True or false? Davy Jones turned down the role of Robin in the 60s TV series Batman to join the Monkees.
False.
I can't give it to you.
True.
Correct. It's 50-50, isn't it? What nationality are the members of all-girl punk band Pussy Riot? Yes.
Russian.
Correct. And I have a message for President Putin. I have a small message. I just want to say, пожалуйста, Vladimir, let Pussy Riot go. They are just artists. They are having to push the envelope, so concentrate on things that concern you. Maybe hunting, fishing, topless. So, spasiba and до свидания, Vladimir.
Brought to you by SBS.
This is cool. Who was nicknamed the Dust Bowl Troubadour and had the slogan, "This machine kills fascists," written on his guitar?
Woody Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie is correct. Well done. Who is Woody Guthrie's son who famously sang about a restaurant?
Arlo.
Correct. Who is Arlo Guthrie's daughter who performs and records with her husband, Johnny Irion? Yes, Eddie?
Sarah Lee Guthrie.
Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sarah Lee Guthrie and Johnny Irion.
That boy ain't telling nothing but lies. Show from the side. Delusional mama, come to your senses. I know the type, and the type never misses. There's a target on your heart. He's not aiming to please. There's a target on your heart. He's not aiming to please. With me. Last night he stood you up again. No sleep, just curled up, cigarette in your hand. No happy endings, all black horse. The drama pulls you in your back, of course. There's a target on your heart. He's not aiming to please. There's a target on your heart. He's not aiming to please. Come on and take some cover with me. Don't know where it's been. He's back in range again. There's a target on your heart. He's not aiming to please. There's a target on your heart. He's not aiming to please. There's a target on your heart. Target on your heart.
No topic off limits.
I was just so afraid of being alone.
No questions too confronting.
What are you prepared to give up to be Prime Minister?
This week, go inside the mind of media mogul Harold Mitchell. The Observer Effect. Sunday, 8:30, SBS 1.
Who'd venture out in a nana rug and risk being seen by a co-worker? A cold Australian. Who'd wear Uggies, shorts and a high school jersey? When it's a freezing 19 degrees, we will. We'll proudly sport an outfit that says, I'm warm. And I love an infomercial bargain. Because we know the best way to keep warm. That's why we love a hearty beef meal. Find winter beef recipes now.
Australia, every time you want beautiful, tender beef like the beef a chef cooks, you want Coles Aussie beef.
With no added hormones.
Every time you want delicious pork like the pork a chef cooks, you'll want Coles Aussie pork.
All South Store free.
Remember, it's 100% Aussie and it's all from Coles. In fact, every time you want any meat, like the meat a chef cooks, remember, shop where a chef shops for meat. Coles!
Ta-da!
The best things we've ever done. In the best thing we've ever done. The all-wheel drive Subaru XV Sports Crossover. All the best from Subaru.
On Insight, trouble in Turkey. How stable is the Middle East's star performer?
And I just didn't understand why so much police violence was kind of directed against us.
Insight, Tuesday 8:30.
Yes, it's the final round where our teams can make up ground, lose ground or hold their ground. One thing's for sure, they've got a lot of ground to cover. And this lengthy introduction is not helping. Positive visualisation time. Close your eyes and picture yourself buzzing confidently, answering correctly, scoring points, floating down the Amazon on a lilo, naked and covered in baby oil. Oh, that's just me. Now open your eyes because your questions begin
now.
Let's get physiological. Complete these band names using parts of the human anatomy. Talking. Yes.
Heads.
Correct. The small. Yes.
Faces.
Little.
Feet.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. He threw his voice like a ventriloquist.
Little feet.
You buzzed, nothing happened. Nick
Little
went feet. And it happened. Nickel.
Back.
Back. The flaming.
Lips.
Yes. Portus.
Head.
Correct. Radio.
Head.
Thanks. Finish the names of these bands appearing at the Hoodoo Guru Dig It Up shows. Blue. Oyster.
Cult.
Correct.
Yes.
The Lime.
Spiders.
Yes. The Flaming.
Groovies.
Yes. True or false? Roy Orbison's father's name was Orby.
False.
It's true. Orby Orbison. How lazy do you have to be as a parent? Just go, oh, what do we call Orby? Orby will do. Orby Orbison, that'll be fine. True or false? Chappelle Corby has a brother named Orby. Orby Corby. Yes, Adalita.
False.
Of course it is. Although, maybe Orby Corby was the brother, right, who was so off his face, he's got a stash and the fuzz comes round and he's gone, oh, fuck, where am I going to put it? Chappelle's boogie board bag, and she's just shove it in there, no one will find it, and then months later she goes to Bali, bang, there it goes. Orby, why did you put it there? The words heavy metal first appeared in which 1968 song by Steppenwolf?
Born to be Wild.
You certainly were, Eddie. What sort of carpet did Steppenwolf ride?
A magic carpet.
A magic carpet. What happened at Candlestick Park, San Francisco on Monday, August the 29th, 1966?
Beatles?
Well done, Greg. What happened on top of the London Apple building on Thursday, January 30, 1969?
The Beatles played a live gig.
What kind of live gig?
Their last.
Yes.
Thank you, Jay. That's what I needed. In Bungalow Bill, where did Captain Marvel zap him?
Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes. What do Mudhoney, They Might Be Giants, and The Damned have in common?
Movies.
All from film titles. Good. Which 70s record label shared its name with a Moroccan city in a Humphrey Bogart film?
Casablanca.
Yes. Let's fly away, shall we? Fly me to...
The moon.
Correct. Fly like an...
Eagle.
Yes. Learning to...
Fly.
Okay. Leaving on a jet...
Plane.
Thank you, correct. Up, up.
And away.
Yes. Up there...
Kazali.
3, 2, 1.
all she wrote. In a moment, the vanquished will slink away to lick their wounds, while the victors, in a new thing we're trying out, will stay and lick each other's faces. Dougaled. Tonight, and thanks to you at home for tuning in. And remember, whether it's our website, Twitter, Facebook or Instagram, you've got, in the words of James Taylor, a friend. We farewell you with a quote from the always quotable David Lee Roth, who once said, rock music critics like Elvis Costello because rock music critics look like Elvis Costello. Fair point. We leave you tonight with Adalita and Jay revisiting a song made famous by Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks. Ciao.
I guess that's what I thought.